with strategic actions undertaken to promote the attainment of gender equality and equity in various economic and social sectors. A full-fledged national gender machinery exists in the Gambia, with a network of focal points in government and non-governmental institutions working on advocacy and outreach. The National Women's Federation was established through extensive nationwide consultation to bring together women's groups and forge a common platform in advancing the cause of women.
We are forming the Women's Federation. That is one of the latest developments. That was a suggestion from His Excellency the President, who said, let all Gambian women come together. That is, women from all walks of life, from all levels, from all sorts of expertise, should come together, be they from the private sector, the non-governmental organizational sector, or be they individual women across the country, be they rural or urban, be they in agriculture or in the informal sector. They should all come together under the banner of one federation and come up with a single vision and a mission for the women of the Gambia, and indeed all other women resident in the Gambia.
The Federation and its constituent organizations are benefiting from a series of collaborative projects initiated by the government and its development partners. The NEPAD Spanish African Women's Empowerment Project is meant to provide the necessary infrastructure and facilities for women to learn skills, access finance, create networks, and harness their collective potential to develop a vibrant stage for business and production.
We had the Spanish project as well. And I'm sure you are aware that at Brusubi we have a complex. And land was given to us free by the government of the Gambia. And of course we have developed that land to some extent with resources we had from the Spanish government. We are building a multi-purpose market complex. And when we say market complex, that's indeed a modern market, that's what we're talking about, where women can bring in their products and also sell some of them in country. We build the linkages, the market linkages in country, and sell some of them outside of the country. And indeed we are talking about all sorts of products in this instance.
A storage and processing plant for women producers is being constructed as part of the project's multi-purpose market complex facility. With the plant, the wide variety of horticultural and fisheries products produced by women will not only have an abode for post-harvest keeping, but attract a wider market. The facility is a means of opening the market for exports by ensuring quality and quantity produce. For Gambian women, the project is a giant leap forward towards self-reliance and subsistence. It is a self-sustainable scheme designed to accommodate productive women of all backgrounds. A number of programs and projects have also been implemented by the government under various bilateral and multilateral arrangements. A host of NGOs, women's organizations and communities are involved in income and resources generation interventions. Microfinance, skills training and capacity building for women have taken an accelerated pace over the past years. The Gambia's Poverty Reduction Strategy paper seeks to increase national income through sustained economic growth and reduced income and non-income inequalities through specific interventions including gender mainstreaming. There is a national employment policy and national employment action plan designed to address unemployment, particularly among women and youth. In addition, measures have been taken by government for the adoption and enactment of laws that guarantee equal access for women to employment opportunities and social protection benefits.
I'm looking for partners in developing this country, and the women naturally have become more reliable partners. So I'm not doing anything extraordinary. I am only rewarding people who are development oriented and they want to develop this country.
The Gambia Priority Employment Program's overall objective is to create employment opportunities for women and youth, primarily through livelihood skills training. Program activities are linked to the agricultural, tourism, fisheries, and re-export trade sectors of the economy. It has achieved results in creating jobs, training young women in vocational skills, and establishing and supporting micro-enterprises. As part of the Women's Bureau support package, local women have been trained in food processing, vegetable production, and marketing.
The Women's Council and Bureau have done a lot of study tours, taking women outside to learn new innovative skills and lessons of good practice from the region and beyond. Senegal is a case in point, where they went and exchanged ideas with their Senegalese sisters and came back, and some of those ideas would surely be piloted in the Gambia. Just like Senegalese and others will come to the Gambia and learn about our success stories and pilot them in their own countries and exchange ideas as well with regards to women's development.
Access to productive resources, including credit, is considered a tangible means of enhancing the income generation capacity of women. Government and local microfinance institutions have been greatly supportive in facilitating women's access to microcredit with flexible options for repayment. In professional, technical and managerial jobs, Gambian women have a pronounced presence. Many have broken the traditional barriers created to exclude them from certain functions. So do they participate actively in sports and recreation. The Constitution of the Gambia commits the government to providing basic education for all citizens, whilst the national education policy is grounded on a non-discriminatory approach to the provision of education. The policy particularly underlines gender equity with strategies to minimize educational costs for girls. Girls' education is tuition-free in public schools up to grade 9, and government-supported scholarship programs cover a wide range of incentives including free books, free uniforms, and free tutoring. A child-friendly school initiative supported by UNICEF promotes gender equality in school enrollment, works towards eliminating gender stereotypes, and providing a healthy and protective environment for girls. Equal gender participation in school management is promoted through school management structures to provide more space for equitable community involvement in framing local educational priorities. The Gambia's Management Development Institute has a gender and development program designed to produce people with knowledge and skills in gender mainstreaming, analysis, and monitoring in the various sectors.
Most of the time people think that gender is just women issue. Gender is more than that. It is both men and women. The issue to do with what the society needs in terms of development, because we cannot develop only a single gender, that is only male. If we want to have a sustainable development, we have to have what we call all-inclusive. That is both men and women should take center stage.
The University of the Gambia introduced gender studies as a compulsory subject, with a dedicated gender unit contributing immensely in the enrollment of girls at the higher education level. Civil society participation in promoting girls' and women's education has been expanded by the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, creating an environment for a myriad of other actors to play their part. In the Gambia, significant strides have been made to bring health services to the doorstep of every household. One of the most critical interventions in women's reproductive health is the assurance that a competent and skilled health worker is present at every birth